So this is my wreath shop. It's in my 2-car garage, and I have a few more things to move. I have a couple more wreaths that I was going to make, and then I thought I'd come on here and do just a quick live. Polly, I do not do signs, no. But just to do a quick live, update you guys on, okay, so we are moving. The wreath shop is moving. We have the wreath shop in our home, and we're moving our house, so we're moving. That's why I've been a little bit quiet the last week or so, is because I have been trying to put all of the things in place, right? All of the packing that needs to be done, all of the planning that needs to go on with that. But if you are new and you are like, who is this chick with the I Got Ribbon t-shirt? I'm Julie Samaco, owner of Southern Charm Wreaths, where we make beautiful wreaths and teach you how to make and sell them. So if you're new and you like what you hear, make sure to follow and subscribe to us so that you can see the next time we do a Facebook Live. I wanted to just come on real quick and show you how I do a quick wreath hack. So I thought I'd show you how I make these wreaths. These are just quick wreaths that we make in our Etsy shop. They're so simple to do, and they're perfect for those of you who are trying to do a craft show, you know, or a craft fair coming up this fall or Christmas. So this is a little trick that I teach my Wreath of the Month Club members that I thought I'd also share with you guys. We got Pigeon Forge, Tennessee, and Mary. Hello. Hi, everybody. More South Carolina peeps. Awesome. Did y'all get rain and wind like we did? All right, so the first thing I like to do is start with the pre-made wreath. This is a design hack that florists do all the time, all right? So this is not something I created. This is done in the industry. It's very normal. I know one time I did this and somebody said that I was cheating. And I'm like, I don't think so. I think it's actually working smarter and not harder. This is not cheating. This is actually the best hack I've ever found because then you can make more faster, especially when you are trying to list on your Etsy shop or you're trying to create for a craft show. Doing something quick and easy to me is answer to my prayers. So the first thing I do is I start with a pre-made wreath. So this one is a pre-made wreath. They have them all over the place right now. You could go to any store and find a pre-made fall wreath. The next thing you're going to do is just jazz it up with other things. So when you get a wreath in the mail or you go buy a wreath from the store, it's always going to look flat. And so you're going to want to go through and fluff and arrange all of the pretty leaves. I like to find wreaths that have these stems that are all wired, so they're easy to maneuver. And you're just going to go through and fluff the wreath. Y'all, this is going to be so fast, you're going to be like, I cannot believe she made that wreath that fast. Jessica's moved 4 houses in 5 years. Oh, I do not envy that. I do not envy that. All right, so you see how I'm just going through and I'm fluffing. Make sure to give the wreath dimension, all right? So that's all we're doing is giving our wreath dimension, making it come to life. This is one of the most important tricks for anything that you're doing with your silk flowers. It's just giving it a little bend to make it look as real as possible. This one has leaves with all of the different colors. So you can choose any colors that you want. So pay attention to the leaf color, the leaf vein. This one has little pumpkins on it, so I think this would be pretty if you had little pumpkin picks to add to it. You could use yellow flowers or golden flowers, red flowers, mums, hydrangeas. You can really use anything that you can find on hand in your area, or craft show or craft fair. Not craft show or craft fair, but craft store. All right, so just paying attention to what you have in your area. All right, so you see how I've taken the time and I've gone through and I've fluffed. The other thing I like to do is make sure that we have some florals on the inside of the wreath, okay? So that's what's going to make a fuller wreath, to make sure that you've got some that fall on the inside and some that fall on the outside, and making sure you're developing your line around the outer wreath is super important. So these got little berries, and we've got our little pumpkins showing, and so you can see how just taking the time to fluff it makes a huge difference. Anytime you see a hole, you can just move some of the branches around. See, isn't that fun? And look at the pretty coloring. So when you're choosing your items, make sure you choose really, really pretty wreaths that have the coloring and also the wire. It just helps. I don't think it's necessary for the wire, but it really does help for you to shape it the way you like it. All right, and we've got a lot of crowding down here, so let's just spin that one into place. Then the next thing I like to do is take flowers, okay? So just one more flower, a bush. So this can be, I'm using the yarrow today. This is just an orange yarrow bush, but you could use mums and hydrangeas, dahlias. You could use pumpkin sprays or berries, just anything that you have that you can find that coordinates with your wreath. So the reason I chose these is you can see the coloring is really pretty with this wreath. So you can choose colors that coordinate with it, or you can choose colors that contrast it. Let me just get these off. I'm not going to keep the greens for this one. And if I would probably, these are really pretty greens. I probably would save these if we weren't moving, but I have nowhere to put you right now. And then then I start just hot gluing these in. So let me move this. I'm going to take this one off and move this one up. You could go ahead and add your wreath hanger to the back. So we show you how to add the wreath hanger on our website, southerncharmwreaths.com. So no matter what type of wreath you have, you can add a wreath hanger to the back. I think that adds a little special touch for those, who are buying my products, just to have some hook so they know which way's up. Have you ever sold a wreath and you get a photo from your friend or the person who purchased it and they got it upside down? It's like, oh gosh, you want to cringe inside. And you're like, go turn it over. So if you provide just a little hanger on the back, that helps. Now I'm going to put it up here on my wreath easel. Let's see, we'll put it right here. And then this is another thing. Make sure that you put your wreath up vertically, because this will determine how your items fall. A lot of times I see people, they make it on their table that's flat, and there's nothing wrong with that. But then once they go and hang it on a wall or a door, things fall and they just get out of place. So make sure to put it up vertically. Either use a hook on a door, or sometimes people hang it on their kitchen cabinets or whatever. Just trying to visually get a feel for the wreath. You see how that looks now? Isn't that pretty? It's the same wreath we've just fluffed. Now what we're going to do is add our yarrow. So you can get your wreaths anywhere that they sell, wreaths right now. I mean, Hobby Lobby, Michael's. There are just tons of places where people or craft stores or craft places are selling already made wreaths, and all you're doing is jazzing it up by adding more. So you can add a bow if you want to add a bow. You can add more flowers. You can add pine cones. But this is just a way to just get a quick start on the wreath making process so that you can get on with your, you know, either listing in your Etsy shop or doing more projects for your craft shows. You know, for craft shows, you've got to take hundreds of items, and so you want to be as prepared as possible. Always want to take more than you expect to sell. That makes sure that you have a, you know, a good supply with you. And I just work back and forth, evenly distributing the yarrow on the wreath. And believe me, simple is, ow, that burned my finger. But believe me, simple is best right now. I mean, not always best, but definitely simple is selling. A lot of times people think they have to throw in the kitchen sink when they make their wreaths, and you don't have to. You don't have to. Minimal is definitely trending. A lot of people just like that little bit of fall on their door, and that's it. All right, so I'm going to do one down here. I'm putting all of the yarrow in the same exact direction. Let's get this one right there, and we'll move this one over here. So they're all going in the same direction. And if you don't know how to insert your stems into the grapevine wreath, head over to our website, southerncharmwreaths.com, and we teach you how to do that. So y'all, look. Isn't that easy? It is so simple to do. You can, again, add as much or as little as you want. You can add a ribbon, you can add berries or pine cones or more greenery, but just starting with the base for right now, I think it's just a simple little hack. There's so many wreaths out there right now that have just a fall wreath base, and I've even got a few that I don't. If you have a wreath that doesn't have the grapevine attached to it, all you have to do is zip tie it onto a grapevine wreath, and then you can start designing from there. But that's just a quick tip for you guys. I hope you learned something. We are getting ready to move, so we'll be moving this week. Let me know if you have any questions below. So next week, you probably won't be seeing me for a while, but I'm going to try to arrange for guest designers to be on our page next week. So let me know, though, if anything special that you want to see. And then next month, October, we're going to start moving quickly into Christmas projects. But this turned out really pretty, so here's a close-up. Isn't that beautiful? You could see the texture of the berries and the yarrow, just so pretty with all of the coloring on the leaves. Turned out really, really pretty. Again, this was just a quick tutorial. If you like tutorials like this, make sure to follow and subscribe to our channel, and then you can also go to our website, southerncharmwreaths.com, for any additional wreath making tutorials. So we've got all the things you can think of, like how to add stems to wreaths, how to choose coloring for wreaths, how to add a wreath hanger, and things like that. So make sure to come join us over on our website, southerncharmwreaths.com, and don't forget to like and follow our page. Where are we moving to? We are really just moving like 20 minutes up the road. Not very far. Not very far. So it'll be hopefully it'll be a quick and easy, smooth move. All right, you guys, bye. I hope y'all have a wonderful rest of your day.